Welcome back, my name is Carrie, and today I'm going to tell you everything you need to know before you get too excited about going out and buying a manufactured home. Right now, the real estate market is absolutely insane and prices have gone through the roof on almost every type of home in almost every area in North America. As the price of everything rises, I find we get more and more people looking to manufactured and modular homes to fill their housing needs because even though the price of our homes have gone up as well, we're still very affordable compared to other options available. Before you jump in headfirst and buy a new manufactured home, there is a lot to think about. So what I'm going to do is tell you a few things you need to know and how you can get the most bargaining power as a buyer. So let's do it. The first thing you want to think about, and one of the biggest challenges right now, is where are you going to put your new home? The two most common options are in a mobile home park or on a piece of property that you own. In my opinion, both can be a great option. It really depends on the individual's personal financial situation as to which is going to be the right option. In a mobile home park, you own the house but rent the lot, which can be an awesome setup because some mobile home parks have huge yards back onto golf courses or are by the lake for an affordable monthly rent. But like everything, not all mobile home parks are created equal. Some parks are in terrible locations, have small lots, high rents, and are poorly managed. Before you commit to a mobile home park, you definitely want to do your research because there are some amazing parks, and then there are some that fit the stereotype from trailer park boys. That's the truth. Before you decide to buy in a mobile home park, the last thing I would suggest you look into is the regulations for raising pad rent in your province or state. I've heard some horror stories in the comments where pad rents have been raised by hundreds of dollars per month in a year, and that's really hard on the folks that live there. In my area, pad rent increases are regulated, so park owners can't just raise the pad rent however much they want, which protects the residents in the parks. The other option is one people are more familiar with, and that's owning the land you put your manufactured home on. This is pretty self-explanatory, but there are still a few things worth mentioning. You can't just put a manufactured home on any lot that's available. The city or town you live in might have restrictions on where they can be placed. If they don't, you still need to check with a realtor before buying a lot because some developers will put restrictions on their subdivision that prevent manufactured homes from being built. I have seen people buy a lot with the plan to put a manufactured home on it only to find out later on that there are restrictions that don't allow for it. They didn't do their homework. That's the last thing I want to see happen to anyone because then their budget is totally out of whack. Always double check that there aren't any restrictions that would prevent manufactured homes on a lot before buying it if it's your plan to put a manufactured home on that lot. After you decide where the home is going, the next thing you want to think about is the size of the manufactured home you're going to get, and that will directly affect your budget. Manufactured homes range in size from about 500 square feet up to over 3,000 square feet, and there's a lot of floor plans to choose from. The size and number of bedrooms required is going to be totally different for everyone's situation, so again, there is no right or wrong answer. By figuring out the size of the home you want, you can start to figure out how much money you're going to have to spend. A dealer in your area should be able to give you a per square foot cost so you can evaluate what you want and can afford. Every market is different, so there's no point in me giving an estimate because prices in California are going to be different than prices in the West, and both of those are going to be different than the prices here in Canada. Even a town 20 minutes from where I live has different prices than here because they have a different snow load requirement, so prices really do fluctuate from place to place. So me giving a blanket estimate on YouTube would be the opposite of helpful because those prices would be wrong for everywhere but here. If you want to get an idea of what things cost in your area, go into Google and search manufactured home dealers and then whatever town you live in. Call them up and ask for a ballpark per square foot price on either a single or double wide. The per square foot price they give you won't equate to the exact price you're going to pay. There are other variables involved, and there are even some floor plans that are the exact same size that have different costs. So really it's just a place to get the ball rolling so you can understand what the price ranges are for different floor plans and models. Finally, I want to give you two buying scenarios and tell you how much bargaining power you have in each scenario from the perspective of someone who's been selling manufactured homes for years. There are, of course, many other scenarios possible when buying, but these are either end of the spectrum in relation to your bargaining power as the buyer. Scenario one is move-in ready. In this scenario, you find a new home that's set up on a lot or in a mobile home park that's fully finished and landscaped. All you have to do is pack your things, show up, and unlock the door. In my experience, this is the most convenient for buyers because they can see exactly what they're getting and how it's going to be finished. There is no guessing in this scenario. What you see is what you get, which is great because then you can decide whether you like it or not. If you like it, you can go ahead and make an offer, but what you have to remember is there's only one of these houses, so you lose a bit of negotiating power because when it sells, it's gone. The seller has usually put a lot of work into finding and developing the lot, and if it's done right, there will be a decent amount of demand for the home. In this scenario, you lose a bit of the negotiating power because if you don't buy the house, the seller still has the opportunity to sell it to someone else. However, what you lose in negotiating power, you gain in convenience. The home's already there, you can see what you're getting, you can set a definite closing date, and there's no chance the home will be delayed. In scenario 2, you find the perfect spot for a manufactured home. That means either buying a lot or finding a vacant lot in a mobile home park. After you've secured the lot, then you go talk to someone like me, and let me tell you, now you hold all the cards. When someone who already has a lot walks into a manufactured home dealer, the dealer is going to be on their best behavior. First of all, because it's rare, and second, because they only have one shot to get that sale. It's the exact opposite of scenario 1. Now the shoe's on the other foot. If the dealer doesn't earn your business, that sale is gone forever. So they should be bending over backwards to meet your needs as the buyer, and that gives you the bargaining power and the ability to shop around. The downsides are it's more work, takes longer, and there's potential for delays. All in all, you're giving up the convenience of scenario 1, but gaining more negotiating power that gives you the ability to maybe get a better price or a free appliance upgrade. You didn't hear it from me. If the real estate market remains white hot and prices continue to rise, I think more and more people will look to manufactured homes as a viable option for their next home purchase. If this is something new you're looking into, this video will give you a good place to start, but if you have any further questions, feel free to ask in the comments and I'll do my best to respond. That's all I've got for today. If you like manufactured home videos, make sure to subscribe to my channel because I've got new ones coming out every single week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. If the dealer doesn't earn your business, that sale is gone forever. It sails away into the sun. Stupid.